Hi there, it's time to look at HBAR's price and see where it's heading next. If you're new to my session, these are the 3 key items I'll cover during the session. And when we look at this weekly chart, the orange tags are the Wyckoff accumulation tags. So we're still in the early stage of the accumulation cycle for HBAR. We talked about the previous stage of automatic rally. So that means the bulls are trying to set a trading range top over there. Or if you consider the whales are trying to set a top. That means during the accumulation cycle, the subsequent tests of shaking out paper hands would likely travel between this level of around 14 cents to this level of around 0.097, the blue key level. Of course, it can go lower to the light blue key level or the level where October 10th tested. But as of this moment, if you look at these wicks from the tail of the candlesticks, they are pretty much staying above the purple key level of 0.109. So unless there are even worse news coming out, whether it's macroeconomy or is it the crypto industry or the crypto market as a whole, like the debate between the Coinbase and Trump's office right now. News that can be sold to the market as reasons to push the price further down. As well, if things turn to the positive side, that's where the upside comes and the test will get their chance to test this white solid line at around 13 cents as of this moment. This white solid line is the ceiling of the long-term playground. Alright, so this white box over here tracks the long-term trading of HBAR since 2020 or 19 even. So from the big picture perspective, what we expect next is more tests. Alright, the whales are going to test the paper hands. So if people bought the dip at this level or at around early December, alright, the whales will let the price go up just to let it fall again to see whether those people are diamond hands or paper hands. Right? If they are only paper hands, of course, they are probably going to sell at a loss. Like when the price got up to this level, some people bought over here, and you see the price got pushed or heavily hammered back into below the white solid line. So that's where the paper hands probably have set their stop loss a little bit lower than their entry price, and that's how they got kicked out of the of this leg downwards, and the whales made a little bit more money. So that's the big picture. More tests to come, remember, okay? Next, micro view. I shared previously that the first occasion a positive scenario is around 23rd of January if the bulls successfully gather sufficient strength to push the price to that triangle. That's the very first occasion where a trend change confirmation would come. The downtrend started back in late July last year, and HBAR is still within this downtrend. Okay? Even though it looks like it's sideways trading for the time being. But we never know, like I said. When it hasn't gone outside of the downtrend, it hasn't. And looking at the current situation, if the price is still range bound between this white solid line and the purple key level of around 0.109, so the upper is around 13 cents 20, we probably have to wait till somewhere within March for that trend change confirmation to come. Alright, when we look at the bigger picture, it looks like that's probably going to be sideways, but we know from the past accumulation cycles, not the case for the Ice Age period from 2022 to 2024. Alright, that for some altcoins like Hedera, they went through this Ice Age period. And what I was trying to bring out is that it was lucky for Hedera that during the selling climax period, it has already set the lowest point for the accumulation cycle. Sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. It happens with a higher selling climax, and then the subsequent test gone to lower levels. So if you have been with me, you've seen enough of those charts that where I explained how that go deeper to check out those paper hands. Like what I covered in the previous sessions today. Okay, those 3 to 4 altcoins, a lot of them showed this kind of behavior. They are still at a very deep test level, trying to go back to the trading range top. Okay, if you're interested to get access to these sessions 2 days earlier than the others, it's time to join the